that Elizabeth Taylor took Michael Jackson to the party.
Okay.
In some kind of way, in the party, it was induced and Michael Jackson OD'd.
Really? In 1979?
1979.
So you saying did he pass away in 1979?
So I wasn't there. But
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Michael Jackson was deceased in 1979. When Las Vegas found out about it, they said they could not have a pop icon die in Las Vegas. They had just lost the R&B king, Elvis Presley.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
I gotta ask you something, and I was thinking about it. Michael Jackson was when Michael Jackson died.
Man, you go get in the mic.
I gotta go in the mic. Like, what did you think about it when he died?
Well, let me say this, and I've expressed this to you before, and I'll give you a theory that a man gave me. One of my homeboys was one of the first black light men in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And he worked with Ben Vereen, Bill Cosby, when they did the the Jackson Review. He was on the detail, and he ran with the family all while they was there. Now, we have an old white woman named Elizabeth Taylor. Been a pedophile, hanging out with Mike ever since that.
Hold on, Elizabeth Taylor was what?
A pedophile that hung out with Michael Jackson.
Why you call her a pedophile?
An old ass woman carrying a little black kid around. What was she doing?
You don't know what she was doing with that child?
Okay.
Was you there?
I don't know what a pedophile does with children, but
It didn't look right to you for a child to be with her like that.
I mean, a white woman?
She probably trying to give him a better life.
Okay, thank you very much, Cinderella.
Didn't he have a daddy?
And a mama. And sisters. And they was all black. So how did this white woman bring her? He had Diana Ross. He had Gladys Knight. He had the Marvelettes. He had Porky Pig. What did he need her for?
She was older and she was well established.
Established?
Yes.
She was just an old rich white woman.
That had a lot of pull.
She didn't go and get Opie from Mayberry, did she? She didn't get Beaver Cleaver from the Beaver family. Where in there? If she's messing with little boys, why didn't she go get a little white boy?
So she had been dealing with Michael ever since he was very young.
I don't know about all that.
How old was he when? Do you think? How young was he? I don't remember.
She started messing with Michael when he was about 14 or 15.
Wow.
They was going out to dates and going to the movies.
When you was 14 and 15, what's the oldest woman you ever messed with?
Old people give you worms. I ain't never listened to old boy. Shit, 14 or 15, I was in juvenile hall. I went to prison at 17. I'm young masturbator. First time I had sex butt naked, I was 26 years old, baby. So sex, me in my hand, is just like a man. I said, no. I ain't in it like that.
So when you think about her dealing with Mike at that age and them hanging out, parties going on, he's young, they're having the time of their life.
She having the time of her life, so it says apparently, and I really like to get you the statistics of it, and we can say this, and I want to show you the transformation and how the change of Michael Jackson took place.
Okay.
It was said to me in 1979, Wayne Newton gave a party. I don't know if it was a birthday party, a freak party, or whatever kind of party it was. It was explained to me that Elizabeth Taylor took Michael Jackson to the party.
Okay.
In some kind of way, in the party, it was induced and Michael Jackson OD'd.
Really? In 1979?
1979.
So you saying did he pass away in 1979?
So I wasn't there. But
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Michael Jackson was deceased in 1979. When Las Vegas found out about it, they said they could not have a pop icon die in Las Vegas. They had just lost the R&B king, Elvis Presley, 1977. They said it would be bad business. So I understood they went to the Jackson family and told them what happened. and that you got other sons. If we say this about Michael, then it'll ruin you. You'll be back in Gary, Indiana, allegedly. All of a sudden in 1979, he's doing a commercial, and a fire happened, and his hair caught on fire.
Was that in 79? That was in the 80s, wasn't it?
1979.
In 79, his hair caught on fire?
1979, the Pepsi commercial.
Wow.
So he was in hibernation rehabilitating, so they said that they had lookalikes because they were recreating a Michael Jackson and making a clone.
Wow.
In 1982, his first album after 79, you remember what that album was?
It wasn't Off the Wall. What was it?
It was Thriller.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark.
Okay.
Thriller is about a zombie coming up out of the graveyard. Michael Jackson's family was devout Jehovah's Witnesses. They didn't believe in graveyards. They didn't believe. So the Jehovah's Witness church said they was barring the Jacksons away if they brought out that album. Allegedly, white America paid them $700,000 to let Miss Jackson be in, and the Thriller album came out. Michael Jackson coming out the grave. A zombie. What is that telling you? What they call subliminal seduction? It's not the little Michael, it's the other Michael now, right? So now we go on for 15 years. Now the weakest link in their family was LaToya. And when they thought LaToya ran out about what really happened to Michael. So amazingly in 1980, she marries an old mobster, 56 years old, to keep her quiet. And she was in seclusion for all that time with this old man. And the plot thickens. Now we go into 15 years of him having Pinkerton detectives, white people around. You can look from 1980 to 2005, and you'll never see Michael Jackson at one of the family functions. Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, and him and his mother was the closest thing. He was a mama's boy. Everybody else wouldn't party. Michael never did. So now, after they come up and they induce this clone, when they induce the clone can only last for 15 years. I'm not a scientist, but I heard, right? So Michael supposedly amazingly had these two babies, Blanket and whatever the other. So now, Michael having kids. A clone is just like a mule. He's sterile, right? So now, all of this time, now when the battery's running out of Michael, they put up this big tour, the Michael Jackson around the world. We're gonna do this with Michael. Michael's dancing for this and that. And out of all the time they've been giving him this medication, it was all white doctors, huh? Then they get this Conrad Murray out of Houston, Texas, a black physician that never made $150,000 in a year. And they paid him $150,000 a month to tend to Michael Jackson, right? When you need a scapegoat, go get a nigger, right? So now, next thing you know, all of the white security, they done left the detail and they get the Nation of Islam. Make the blacks the fall guy. Now they start saying that Mike's a pedophile. He's doing stuff with children.
Wow.
Right? Now, all of a sudden, he overdoses. And it's Conrad Murray's fault? The doctors that gave it to him, they were never charged. No white people was ever charged in this, huh? Let your man go over with your life. We're going to give you 4 years. You get out and go on back to Houston, right? So now when the funeral takes place and we start doing this little research on Michael, now it comes up, I never had sex with Michael, was in vitro fertilization. Now, all of a sudden, the doctor that supposed did the in vitro fertilization said it wasn't Michael Jackson's sperm, it was his.
Wow.
Because them kids have no Jackson DNA in them. That's a fact.
None of them.
Nah, one of them.
Neither one of them have Jackson nothing in them. They just pretty much told a lie just to make it seem as if Michael had kids.
Well, you think that America don't lie to you?
Wow.
We lie.
Wow. I'm tripping off of because it seems as if they said he owned the Beatles catalog and all.
He owned the Beatles catalog, all of that. But where's the Jacksons don't own it now? It all went back to white America. The failed tour on him, I heard that I only heard. You can research it yourself.
So allegedly.
Allegedly, that they got $6 billion for his cancel tour.
Wow.
What did the family get out of that? His catalog, what did his mother, they living good. But ain't nobody talking about it, huh?
Nah, everybody quiet, it's hush hush.
And LaToya came out when this happened, she said in an interview, my brother been dead.
LaToya came out and said it.
My brother been dead. Joe said it too. And they started
What interview did they say that in?
Go research it. Y'all smart.
I was just asking. I was trying to figure out.
I don't know if it was CBS, SBC, but Donovan, they may have just wiped it off the counter.
Wow.
But and they say she was hysterical, and she says that my brother's been dead. Joe even indicated it, and they started blackballing him.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.